Here we go!
Hey, what's up, Blue Blurs? GamerBlake90 here, ready to present to y'all the second of many video showcases concerning this year's Sonic Amateur Games Expo, or SAGE for short in case you didn't know what that actually stood for. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a Sonic fan game that ripped my heart clean out of my chest, in a good way of course, and that is Sonic Freedom. Now, much like Sonic 2 HD, this game was actually hand-drawn from the ground up. For its title screen, for its logo, and from a level that comes with its alpha build, everything is hand-drawn from the ground up, and all of it done so fantastic. The art team for this game went all out, and they deserve nothing but the highest of props for such amazing work. Like, wow, dude. I actually had the fortune of coming across a video showcasing a private build of Sonic Freedom, and ever since then, it's been the talk of the town among the Sonic community, and deservedly so. But it was a private build, I couldn't download it to check it out then. And then, it made a surprise appearance at this year's SAGE Expo, and so here I am, having added to my catalog, and I'm ready to show it off to you guys, in video form. So without further ado, let's jump into Sonic Freedom! I told y'all that you weren't ready for how amazing this game looks, well, that frame rate drop aside, but don't worry, that'll be the only instance where that happens. Speaking of frame rate drop, if you do have that issue when you're trying to play this game, Sonic Freedom does come with the option of lowering your resolution settings, so it'll be a lot more playable. And even if you do lower the resolution settings, it certainly does not take away from the beauty of this game. Like, seriously. It is 720 as opposed to the 1080p that it was natively made in, and it still looks freaking insane. Way beyond its time for a modernized platformer. And speaking of modernized platformers, that is where the makers of this game took the inspiration from. For modernized platformers such as Ori and the Blind Forest and Hollow Knight, when it came to the visuals for Sonic Freedom. Now, I haven't played either of those games, but I do recall seeing a friend of mine, Crusher, streaming a gameplay series for Ori and the Blind Forest from his Xbox One, and from what little I saw of the game, I thought it looked freaking gorgeous, so I'm gonna have to give it a look-see at some point, along with Hollow Knight. Now, speaking of Hollow Knight, I think I might have come across a stream for that as well, but that may just be me. In any case, the stage for Sonic Freedom is called the Tangled Lagoon Zone. And now, it's not actually a finished level, as there's no goalpost in sight, so instead it's an open world area where you'll be able to mess around in and do whatever it is you feel like doing. And I assure you, despite that this only level in the game, there is a lot of fun to be had here. The first time I booted up this game, it took me hours to put the controller down. Between the obvious strength in the visuals, the freaking amazing soundtrack, the freedom of the gameplay, everything about this game just resonated with me so well that I almost couldn't find anything wrong with it. And I say almost because there is one gripe I do have with this game, and it's the fact that the camera is zoomed so far out from Sonic that he appears practically minuscule at the center of the screen. Like, for some, he can kind of be hard to follow, so I hope it's something they'll look into changing up in a future version of the game, but that's literally my only complaint about Sonic Freedom. Everything else resonated with me incredibly strongly. And I did mention the freedom in the gameplay a bit ago, so we're going to get into how Sonic controls right now. Exactly like how you would expect from a Sonic 2D platformer, he comes with the ability to spin dash, to do a super peel out, which looks amazing by the way, and of course he can jump and run and whatnot. But here are a couple of additions made to his moveset. While you are in your rolling animation, which you can easily go into by just tapping down on the analog stick or D-pad while you're running along the ground, as opposed to just charging up the spin dash. It's a faster spin dash that you have access to, basically, like this. But while you're in a rolling animation, if you simply press up on the analog stick or the D-pad, you will uncurl from your roll and return to your running animation. Also, if you double jump, you'll uncurl from it as well, but this leaves you vulnerable to enemies. I thought at first the kicking animation for the jump cancel, that we'll call it, was actually an attacking animation with a hitbox on the leg that Sonic kicks with. But I tried testing on this bad thing right here just now, and as it turns out, that was just uncurling animation that will leave you vulnerable to enemies. So, not recommended. Just jump at them. You might be wondering what the point of that is, but in my opinion, I think it'll actually lead you to regain your speed as you're running along the ground, if you immediately exit from a roll like that, because you will gradually lose your momentum the longer you stay in your spin dash animation. But by being able to unfurl from it, you can return to your running animation and in turn build your momentum back up. So I think there's some convenience to be had with that ability. Speaking of abilities, the one other that he has is an ability that's caused quite a lot of discussion among the Sonic community due to how it was implemented, and that is the bullet dash, which essentially is an aerial spin dash. If you jump and press an action button, which in my case will be the X button on the Sonic Nintendo Switch pad that I'm using right now to play this game, you will charge up your spin dash in mid-air, and by releasing the button, you'll go in the direction indicated by the line protruding from Sonic's body, like that. And you can change up where it is you're launching towards just by tilting the analog stick wherever it is that you prefer. But if you hold the bullet dash too long without actually committing to an action, you'll drop out of it, uncurl, and left vulnerable to attacks while on your way down. So if you're going to bullet dash, you'd best make a decision quickly. Or if you want to return to the ground a lot faster, you could just bullet dash back down towards it and then continue along the merry way. We'll call it a faster cancel, in other words. Because this is Sonic, he's gotta do everything at high speed. You kidding me? And dear God, you all see how magical the rings look? Everything about this game looks freaking magical. As I said earlier, I can't find anything wrong with it at all, aside from the camera thing I pointed out, but it's hardly that much of an issue. And speaking of rings, the ring counter, as you may have noticed, is at the very bottom of the screen. Unfortunately, no score counter or time counter to worry about as well, it's just the ring counter. I think it might have been another detail taken from Ori and the Blind Forest as far as the decision to place the ring counter at the bottom, but I'm not entirely sure about that, so someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But that pretty much does it for Sonic's moveset concerning Sonic Freedom. I kind of would have liked to see a drop dash here as well, but you know what? I don't mind its absence all that much. Cause I played Sonic game for 20 years without the inclusion of the drop dash. It won't kill me to adjust without it. But dude, Sonic Freedom is a project with such promise. So at the moment I'm worried for its future, because shortly before it came to Sage, it was made clear that the lead programmer for this project, Marmoto TH, had unfortunately made the decision to leave the development for Sonic Freedom. So at the moment they're looking for a new programmer to help them finish up this game, which is part of the reason they decided to go ahead and pitch the alpha build of Sonic Freedom out there, in the hopes of attracting more eyes to this project. And being that I've become incredibly fond of Sonic Freedom, I decided to make a showcase of this video in the hopes of helping to attract more eyes to Sonic Freedom. So if you happen to be a programmer yourself and you are watching this video, I urge you all to reach out to the team behind Freedom via their Twitter account at Sonic Freedom with an underscore at the very end. Again, the Twitter account is Sonic Freedom with an underscore at the end. Definitely give them a look-see. I promise you they are worth your time. At the moment, I believe development for Sonic Freedom has been taken over by... who was it again? Sorry. tripplejaz, there it is. And at the moment, he's spearheading the Freedom Twitter account as well. So definitely give him a helping hand, you won't regret it. And other than that, I don't know what to call these exactly, like leafy branches or beanstalks or whatever it is. I think they are beanstalks. They've been incorporated so well that it honestly gives me a bit of a Freedom Planet feel too. And Freedom Planet isn't really a game that I've been all that familiar with, but a lot of Sonic Ben games have derived inspiration from it, so I kinda got that feel from playing Sonic Freedom at first, until I looked over the description for it, and it became clear that other modernized platformers like Ori and Hollow Knight were where the inspiration for this game's visuals came from. And speaking of visuals, I can't help but wonder if that lake in the background is actually Sonic 3's Azure Lake reimagined in gorgeous 1080p HD. But whatever that may be, it is just... you could literally lose yourself in its beauty just looking at it. To the point you don't even want to play the game, you just want to stare at it all day. It is that crisp. And look, you know what, just download the game already if you haven't yet. It'll be in the description below, so definitely give it a look-see. I promise you that although it's only got one level but it's not quite finished, it is most certainly going to be worth the time you put into this game. Because with the new mechanics to Sonic and the extreme generosity of momentum overall, there's a lot of freedom to be had with how you can play Sonic in Sonic Freedom. I believe this project is brimming with potential, and hopefully these guys find themselves a new programmer to help them finish it up so it can be fully realized as a completed Sonic fan game, because it does not deserve to be left in the dust. No fan game deserves to be left in the dust as a matter of fact, but y'all know what I mean. Also, that forest there, I can't help but wonder, where did the inspiration for that forest come from exactly? I did mention a platformer called Ori and the Blind Forest, but nah, I don't really think that's where the idea for it came from. I'm trying to think of a stage though. Maybe the wood stage from Sonic 2 that was scrapped before it ever got into the official game. And speaking of inspiration, another first impression I had of Sonic Freedom before I looked at the details on it was that I wondered if the inspiration of the soundtrack came from Palm Tree Panic's present day and good future themes in Sonic CD. Japanese themes to be specific. That was my first impression of it anyway, but regardless of wherever it came from, the soundtrack is every bit as strong as you would expect it to be for a Sonic game. And if you want to give the music sample of a Tangled Lagoon Zone a look-see, there is a sample of it up on YouTube that you can check out. I'll also link that in the description below, so that you all won't have trouble yourself with digging for it. But yeah, that's everything I've got to say about Sonic Freedom, and I hope you all have enjoyed the showcase for this game. And if you're looking forward to more of my Stage 2020 showcases, strap yourselves in and hit that sub button and ring that bell because there'll be a lot of videos concerning Stage 2020. So many entries came flooding into the expo this year. In fact, I think there was like around 200 or so. And on that note, they certainly started the 20th anniversary with a bang, because when the website first launched on September 5th, apparently there were like around millions of hits all at once trying to log into the site. That is the greatest amount of traffic I've ever heard of for a fan expo, and frankly it speaks volumes as to how far Sage has come, as well as how far the Sonic fan community has come. So I'm deeply excited for Sage, and where they will go from here. And I'm also deeply excited for Sonic Freedom, and where its development team will go from here. I urge you guys to give both Sage and the team behind Sonic Freedom, and every Sonic fan game for that matter, your full-fledged support. They definitely deserve it. But yeah, that will do my showcase of Sonic Freedom. One more thing I want to add in before I do end this video, but if you pay close attention to when you go into the rolling animation just by tilting down on the stick with the D-pad, you actually hear a sound effect reminiscent to that heard in Sonic OVA. Also the original video animation in case you didn't know what that actually meant, and I think you hear it again when you return to your running animation after you do the spin dash. Or probably not, it's when you go into the spin dash, but I thought it was an awesome little detail that was worth noting to you guys, along with the fact that Sonic's animation was heavily inspired by that of OVA. And while we're mentioning the OVA, some discoveries pertaining to it have been made recently, including the full version of a song called Lookalike, and apparently some more discoveries have been made since, but I'm not fully privy to what exactly those are. Have to dig through media again to see what exactly that is, but there are a lot of Sonic fan sites covering the news regarding the uncovered content for Sonic OVA, and hopefully you all will give that a look, because the Lookalike song is, well, like most Sonic music, it's absolutely amazing to listen to. Anyway, that's it for my coverage of Sonic Freedom, and I will see you all next time for when I cover the next of many entries submitted to Stage this year. If you all enjoyed what you saw here, make sure to drop those likes and comments and let me know what it is you thought about Sonic Freedom, as well as Sage overall. And to keep up my content, hit that sub button and ring that bell so you won't miss out on anything from me. And I hope you all enjoy my content as much as I'm enjoying making it. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace. Blue Blurs for life. Take care.